Yo, what's up with y'all? I'm back with another banger, man. I want to get straight into this video, but before we do, man, let me just get this small part out of the way. For all my people that are new, man, make sure you guys do not forget to drop a like, and make sure you guys get in the comment section and drop where you are from. And I like to have people do that. Anybody who's been in my live stream know I like to have people do that because I actually try to get to know you guys. I like to know where you guys are from, so that way it's just like when I see your face, be like, oh, I know this dude. I can interact with you guys. This is basically a way for me to be able to connect with you guys, because once you guys subscribe, you join the family, man. This is a family type channel. But now let's get straight into this video. The first thing that I want to do is let's get rid of the lies. Now a few of these lies, it just be so crazy. Let's go into number one. The first thing people will tell you to do is put your difficulties on pro, put it on 5-minute quarters, do my one Pacific method, and then sub out a half, and you will get 30, 40, 50,000 VC. That is a blatant, I mean a blatant lie. If you do that method, the most you'll probably get is anywhere from 10 to 12,000 VC. I'm sorry, mod points. Anywhere from 10 to 12,000 mod points. You're not finna get no 20, 30. I don't give a damn what jump shot you shoot. You're not finna get no 20, 30, 40 from playing 5-minute quarters and subbing out a half. And then you got to think about it like this. You're not even finna get the whole 10 minutes. Your coach is finna sub you out for at least half the time. So you really going to be getting 5 minutes to shoot jump shots. How many jump shots can you get up in 5 minutes? 10 to 12 jump shots at the most? Like, how many jump shots are you really finna get? If that's the case, you might as well play My Park. You can get them same mod points playing My Park. There's no reason to play the My Career if you're going to do that. And then the next thing they'll tell you to do is do the same thing, but just put it on 12 minutes instead of 5 minutes. If you do that method, the most you finna get is anywhere from 20,000 to 28,000. Trust me, I tried it. If you don't believe me, go ahead and try the method and you tell me what you get. I guarantee you it'll match up to what I'm saying, because I've been there and I've tried it. I know it doesn't work. And then the next thing that people will say is, all right, put my method, do the same type thing, but just put it on Hall of Fame, and then you just go out there, try my one method, and just shoot a ton of jump shots. I don't care if you are the greatest shooter in the world. On Hall of Fame, if you hit more than 5 jump shots in a row, they will double team you immediately. You can have a center who has Hall of Fame on triple diamond platinum. They are coming with that double team, and that Hall of Fame screen will not help you. You finna get double. You're gonna have to pass out. So right off the top, we already know that's a lie. You're not finna shoot no, you're not scoring no 100 points. Well, I ain't gonna say that nobody can, but the majority of you guys are not scoring no 100 points on Hall of Fame. That's not finna happen. That's a lie. So first off, before I even get into my method, let me explain to you how it works. Number one, 2K makes it so you cannot abuse the game. And what I mean by that is they put caps on everything that you could do. After you shoot 30 limitless range shots, they put a cap on it. Now you cannot get any more points from that limitless range. So let's say if you score 30 limitless range, you'll probably get anywhere from 12,800 points. Somewhere around there, you'll probably get 12,800 points. So if you're doing that method and the max that you can get is 12,800, where are you getting the rest of those points from? How are you getting to the 40 and 50 and 60,000? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, 2K stops you from abusing the game. They put caps on side of everything. So with my method, how I do, you have to do it in a combo. You cannot do one specific thing with my method. So with that being said, I'm gonna just go ahead and get straight into my method and show you guys. Alright, so I have 2 different ways of doing my method, and it differs when you're playing from Pro and when you're playing from Hall of Fame. Only a little bit, because like I said, when you play on Hall of Fame, they come with that double team, and it makes it a lot harder for you to be able to do my method. So occasionally you're going to have to pass out to get them to slow down on that double team. Now, if you're playing on Pro, make sure you have it on Pro. Make sure you have it on 12-minute quarters. I would prefer for you to play the entire game. If you play the entire game, you probably can get 50,000. If you do my method correct, you probably can get 50,000. The most I've seen someone else get is 52. You're not finna get no 60, 70,000. I'm not one of those that finna tell you no lie like that. Maybe you can manipulate it somewhere if you get some steals or blocks or some type of defensive stat somewhere along the line around there. But just doing my Pacific method, the most you probably can get is 52. But the most that I've got from my method is 50,000. Now, the first thing you're going to do is 2 ways you could do it. Number one is you come straight down court, you shoot a limitless range shot, or you call for a screen and you shoot a limitless range shot, and you do that up until you build up team takeover. And the reason why I have you guys do that is for the people who can't shoot as well, or you don't know your jump shot as well. This way you can have the team takeover boost, so it makes doing my method a lot easier, so you can just shoot anything and you can just get a good shot. So now how I like to do is I like to combo my stuff together. I don't just do one thing, because like I said, 2K puts caps on everything. So what you're going to want to do once you have team takeover is get on someone who has dimer. I like to use it with the point guard, but you can use anybody. Now what you're going to want to do is come across half court, stand a little bit in front of the half court. Don't stand too close to the half court, because the defender will push you back and you will get a back court. So you stand a little bit in front of the half court and tap L1 and hold your my players icon. The pick and roll will come up. You're going to press the R1 to switch it over to a fade. Have your my player set that screen. Run the defender into your my player, and your my player should pop out for a shot. Pass it to your my player and let him shoot the ball. Now what will happen is you will activate 5 different categories. You will get perimeter shots, you will get limitless range, you will get pick and popper, you will get catch and shoot, and if the defender is up on you when you shoot it, you will get contested shots. Now those are 5 different categories that you are getting my points from. Now imagine if you did that 30 times and you're getting points from each one of those categories 30 times. Imagine how much my points you are finna get for your games by doing that method. So that's why I be saying, when people tell you just to do one thing, it is impossible for you to get the points that they are advertising. You have to do a multiple of things. Now I will tell you one thing that'll happen. Sometimes your my player will be drunk. Like, you'll call for the fade and sometimes he'll run up to the 3-point line, sometimes he'll run up to the mid range. If that happens, which sometimes it will, once you pass it to your my player, just back up a little bit and then shoot your limitless range shot, and you'll still get all those badges to activate. But you have to make sure that he's shooting a limitless range shot, because that's what you're getting the most points for. The second most points that you'll be getting is the pick and popper, but if you have your my player set the screen, there's no way you can't get the pick and popper. But you want to make sure that you are shooting that limitless range shot. So sometimes your my player will again set that screen and then he'll just run up to the 3-point line, so you just want to back him up a little bit and then shoot that shot. Now that's method number 1. Those are for the people who can't really shoot as good. Now if you can shoot as good, you don't have to do the team takeover part. You want to do the team takeover part because that's more points that you're getting in, but you don't have to. You can just come down and set the screen manually. So when your point guard comes down, you set the screen for him and then you pop out. And this way, this prevents your my player from walking up to that mid range or walking up close to that 3. You can make sure that you're getting that limitless range shot every single time. But what will happen is sometimes your point guard, whoever has the ball, will pass it to another player, or they'll take the shot themselves. So you want to make sure that when they come across half court, sometimes you might want to grab the ball and then walk it to them and set your screen immediately, so they have to use the screen. And then you just pop right out to the limitless range and shoot the shot. And those for people who know their shot and don't need a boost. Now once you still gonna want to use your team takeover, because those are points that you're gonna get, but you can just still do the same method where you set the screen yourself. You don't have to have the point guard, you don't have to be on another player and then make the computer set the screen for you. You can just do it manually because you know your shot, so it'll be far easier for you guys to shoot the shot. And that right there, guys, is my method. And if you do that, if you do it on pro and you play the entire game, you probably can get about 50,000. Now if you're playing on Hall of Fame, and that's what I try to do. Now if you're playing on Hall of Fame, it's going to be a lot harder for you, because like I said, the defense will start to double. And once that happens, just go ahead and pass it to whoever the roller is, or if you set the screen, they try to double down on you, just go ahead and pass it to someone else to go and let them get an easy layup, just so they can stop double teaming you and you just get right back into the method. But here's the thing, you don't have to hit as many shots if you're playing on Hall of Fame, because everything on Hall of Fame is doubled. Well, I wouldn't say double, but I believe it's times 1.5. So a limitless range shot that might cost 100 on pro might cost 500 on Hall of Fame, because it's a lot harder for you to hit that shot. So you don't have to hit as many shots. If you're playing on pro, you're going to have to drop like 150 or 200 points or something like that. But if you're playing on Hall of Fame, the most you probably got to get is like 40. You don't have to do it as much because everything is times 1.5 is double. So you get more points for shooting on Hall of Fame than you do if you're shooting on pro. But that there is my method, guys. Get out there and try it. Call me out if I'm lying on it, okay? I'm just saying, call me out. I don't mind that. But yo, don't forget to drop a like if you guys are new. And yeah, man, don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you can know when I live stream. I be live streaming. I be needing these W's. I be ready to drop y'all off. I need these W's. All right. But yeah, don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to comment where you guys are from. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out.